The Arathi find joy. Join me, please.
You know the light is not with me.
There is no darkness so deep that the light cannot reach us. Just be here with me. Now, breathe. We are the seekers of light. We are the holders of hope. In the very heart of shadow, we are the lamps that guide the way. It's a first step. The rest is just time and trust.
We must get to Merildar and let General Steelstrike know what the Order of the Night tried here. Thank the Sacred Flame we stopped them before they could do any worse.
Be strong, my friend. We need to return to Merildar. I need to let the General know what happened here.
This Order of Night is no mere cult. The Harbinger they speak of is xal'atath. She won't stop. Your people need to be ready.
You had to... I did not expect you to ride a bug. At all. I did not expect that to be your mount. Especially considering Rubians and bug creatures are like literally your enemies. Considering all that. Oh, that looks like we will be going down there at some point as well. I'm way too curious. What's down there? I will regret this. Is there anything down there? Oh, there is. Hey, yo. Flightmaster Cell Wild. You green hair? You're stuck down here too. Don't worry, I can call an airship to pick us up whenever you'd like. I need to get back to the safety of Merildar, but wait, is that Taro Popfish against the cave wall? Fascinating. They shouldn't be able to exist in this environment, and here they are, thriving. Where is my sketchbook? That is a very neatly... Oh! 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 There's air currents. That's nice. That's handy. If they shift around weirdly, it's because of the, headphones.
Alric corrupted the Dawn Tower's flame? Ashes take that man, and this Harbinger.
Grown-ups say, be careful in the dark. I like it when the star shines.
Anyway. Those kids confused me, I'm sorry.
This land was not what we expected.
You have done a great service. I have put the army on high alert for Elric. If he moves, we'll know about it. For now, though, I think you deserve a break.
We lose so many to the darkness.
There we go.
What have you learned?
Since xal'atath's hand in this dark flame, we may have slowed her down, but she has plans within plans. We need to be on the lookout for her next move.
She cannot hide from me.
This city is breathtaking. To see what the Arathi have built here in such a short time is incredible. Okay, so maybe her age is not what I thought it was. To think while this was happening, we were fighting the Legion, then the Fourth War, and then... well, it's quite the sight. Are we gonna get a timeline finally?
Who is calling for help?
Because so far... actually, yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense.
We have lost so many.
Because the Kingdom of Arathor... like, the Empire didn't... finally a chance to rest.
Don't give in to fear.
I must ensure my people's survival. The darkness comes. We are prepared.
The Bastion of Hallowfall. I have to admit, I did not think that the first visitors we'd have in Mereldar would have been outsiders. I thought the Empire... well, never mind. You have been more than helpful to my people. And that deserves recognition. Mereldar is the bastion of the Arathi in Hallowfall. Take some time. Rest.
We lose so many to the darkness.
We should grab some food at the inn while we can. One of the general's rules I happily follow.
Perhaps a moment's rest is warranted.
Lucius glances towards the tower you just came from, rubs her chin, and frowns towards the ground. Interesting. What does that mean? Oop, there is one. It's just me. Oh, this place kind of empty. Oi. Let me sit on Chubby Bird. Oh, looks empty-ish. I guess we're only like in one portion. Like here we have the church part. Oh wow, never mind. That is just small church version. General Steel Strikers. What in the flip? That is the biggest book I've seen in this game in a human settlement, I should say. Arathi Orphan, Alfred, Che Dolores. So we have new models for children.
You're weird looking.
I really hope there's still a war when I'm old enough to fight. No. No, no, you don't want it to be an even bigger one than this one. No, you don't.
Always have a shadow buddy.
What? General, I think we have a secret void sent. It's that little boy over there. He kind of speaks about shadow buddies.
We must prepare for Beladar to shift.
The last mage. Brawn Pike and Price of Hope.
We are surrounded by dangers.
I'm gonna be very interested in those world building quests because damn, they sound very, very interesting and deep. Mereldar Attendant, and then Rifus Sacred Pyre.
My goods are the pride of the Empire.
Lore Master. Huh. Welcome. I have 6 questions to test your knowledge of the Arathi. The answers to these questions can be found throughout Hallowfall. Yeah, I'm not gonna...
Use in the Empire's defense.
I'm not gonna do that right now. Yeah, Emperor, the church being... like it being like in a gothic, like darker style with like the more orangey and reddish tones and the these designs just cry to me, and maybe that's just the vampire in me. I'm not sure if I can trust at all.
Friend, can you order a round of drinks?
You just took off. You're the first character to casually take off some armor in an inn. Like, look at Anduin and Illyria just sitting there with their everything still intact. And if you're Shelvin, penning roast. Huh.
Now this one looks like they have a story to tell.
I'd like to purchase a couple round of drinks. You aren't sure what sort of drinks the Arathi have, but you could swear you saw a piece of mushroom float to the surface.
The cats are trained as well as the soldiers are. When one bonds to you, you have a friend for life.
Do you have a lynx?
Oh, no. No. I am not a cat person.
Okay, immediately don't trust her. Not a cat person? Nah, man. Nah, I don't trust that. How can you not be a cat person?
A lamplighter brings hope.
I'm true. At some point you'll have to try out Imperial wine. No, never. It's made with grapes from the priory and is heated with the sacred flame. Wow. We only drink it on special occasions, so just drinking it is enough to conjure thoughts of good times? No. What can you tell me of the Arathi Empire? I was young when we left, but I have some memories. I remember the parades through the city streets. Everyone would be out and cheering as the army walked by. I remember the lynxes in ceremonial armor. Was that a thing back then? I thought you had horses. Resplendent and regal. I remember the park near where I used to live. My parents would take me for walks there and would feed the animals. Most of all, though, I remember the feeling of belonging. I remember my family. I remember my friends. Didn't you just say you ran away because you were considered a failure as a child? Well, that's that kind of bites.
Beacon in
That
the
kind of
dark.
doesn't mix. Bastion of Hallowfall.
Be strong,
Anun
my
looks
friend.
lost in thought as he stares at his drink. Actually, let me also sit down. Are you kidding me? You despawn my best buddy? What are your thoughts on the Arathi? Honestly, I'm still reeling. I didn't expect to find that there's an entire empire across the sea when I started on this journey. The Arathi Empire of our world collapsed so long ago, and has dwindled down to the smallest remnant now. To find that the Empire continued to flourish across the sea. But still, we are dealing with such a small portion of the Arathi. Are they normally this friendly, or do we need to be worried? My question exactly. Like, something's off. Something's weird. Also, we're gonna have an outbreak. What's on your mind? He looks over to you. Gruban, you've been so helpful here, as always. How do you do it? How can you even look at me after what happened? After what I did? I tried to kill you. Oh, no! Because Gurban wasn't around when that happened. But that wasn't you. It felt like me. I remember the rage. I remember the hate. I remember the exhilaration, satisfaction, even. Were they my emotions or his? I don't know, but I felt them. In my nightmares, I still feel them. He sighs. Maybe Farron's right. Maybe I need to let it go. But I never understood how. How can one just decide one day to feel better about everything? Maybe it just means to keep moving forward. Honestly, that's just not what happens. You don't wake up and suddenly feel better about it. You have to work on it, step by step. You need to face it. You need to talk about it. You need to start accepting that it is in the past and you can't change it. You need to start accepting that things were not within your power. In your specific case, that it wasn't even you. You were literally under mind control. Even though you have felt them, that was just the mind control taking hold of your mind. And I know it's easy to say that. And logically we may grasp it, but we know that our heart is yet confused and yet reels from the darkness that it fears within itself. It's a long road, and every step is difficult, but they can be made. You see Lyra scanning the people entering and exiting the inn. Any one of them could be an Order of Night member. Any one of them could have the information I need. How are you doing? You think this is the first time I've lost friends? I've lived a long time. In the 1,000 years of war, I saw planets burn. I lost my brother to the Orcish horde in the Second War. I lost my sister to herself. Terralion and Arator, I haven't spent as much time with as I would like. Dairon isn't the first time I've lost people. It wasn't your fault. It was my job to stop her. Not only did I fail, but I failed so catastrophically that a city was destroyed. I may not have caused Dalaran's destruction, but it happened because of me. Is Verisa safe? She's safe, thank the stars. She moved away from Dalaran a few years ago. I stop by when I'm able to, but my work keeps me busy. Much as I love my sister, she is at the least of the things I need to worry about at the moment. We're here for you if you need us. Thank you. After Zera imprisoned me, I had given up all hope of seeing Azrath again, of seeing my son. After you rescued us, I got to see both. And now I'm deep in the bowels of Azeroth, with the very person who saved me from another planet. It would be nice if this ended the same way.
They will not escape.
See? Valeria is old, but such a nice character to be around.
When shadow falls, lamplighters rise.
Bastion of
In
Hallowfall.
my heart, there is fire.
This city has much to see.
A beacon in the dark.
It's been good to sit down and breathe for a bit.
If you are lost in darkness, we are here to help.
I do not miss.
Night Watch.
They will not escape.
Xal'atath is using the Order of Night to serve her whims. I've heard some of the Irati complaining about new wave of propaganda that has been put up around Merildar. Find what you can and deliver it to General Sealstrike. I'll be here as soon as I can. There as soon as I can. We need to convince her of the severity of this threat.
I will not fail again. Anduin, we need to talk.
Of course.
I need to see Rain about my prosthetics anyway. Let's meet later.
So Rain is still around. Rain didn't die from bad Mr. attacking her. It's so weird to see cats with short tails in World of Warcraft, but I freaking love them. What of Night propaganda? Scrawlings of the Order of Night. You see mentions of the Harbinger. Death comes to Hallowfall. The Harbinger will protect you. Prostrate yourself before her and beg her protection. Only she can save us. Only through her can the Azj'kahet people flourish. Prostrate yourself before it's too late. So you think the Order of the Night has a base near here? And it's filled with treasure? Correct. We unfortunately cannot muster a force to go after them just yet. They deal in foul magics. Those shadow-touched fools have littered our area again. We have to do something about this. Hello, Rain, Dawn Cavalier. Wow. Azj'kahet, your leaders lie to you. They sell you false hope. They say the light is the way, the light is your salvation. Look at the state of Hallowfall. If that were true, would Beledar be turning to the void? Would the Nerubians be attacking? The Order of Night has seen the truth. The light is not the way. Open yourself to the void. Embrace the Harbinger. And through her, we will remake Hallowfall.
I support our army with the finest blades.
Ooh. So we have a hood, we have a fun little helmet with a candle, we have a preserved pierced helm, which is that, and we have that, which is also kind of neat.
The sacred flame tempers not just our souls, but my steel.
Huh. We also forgot to equip this.
We cannot hide from evil.
Meet Rain, our head armorer. She leads the team whose inventions have saved many lives since we landed in Hallowfall. Rain herself forged my shield. I always enjoy coming here to seeing what new things her team has thought of.
Don't give in to fear.
Farron! I was inspired last Beledar's shadow. I designed a new arm prosthetic. I think you'll wear this one.
Thank you, Rain. But the shield you made me is all I need. I'm sure your talents would be better spent on other inventions.
It's my pleasure to make a new arm you would use, Farron. You told me about the discomfort and how it impacted your mobility. So I was thinking...
Rain? No. I have lived with my injury since I was a child. I've learned to do everything from sword fighting to dressing myself with one hand.
But what if I figured out the weight balancing? You said that was what you didn't like about the first few I made.
Then I think some of our veterans who will lose an arm to the Nerubians will be very grateful that you've improved the design. Rain, I've learned to navigate my life without a prosthetic. I don't want to relearn everything, but if you want to improve something of mine, a better shock absorber on the shield would be a blessing of the flame. Those Nerubians are getting bigger, and it puts all that weight on the shoulder.
Oh yeah? That's a tough one. Let me sketch out some ideas and get some measurements. I think that'll be an interesting project. Thanks, Farron.
Keep up your work. Everyone on the front line appreciates the new kit upgrades.
Huh. I mean, I can't say much other than I like this little conversation. Steel Strike and her cronies teach you to be afraid of the dark. Fools have literally... Okay. The dark is not your enemy. The dark is your friend. Embrace it. Give yourself into it fully, and it will protect you. The Harbinger has come. Embrace her protection before it is too late. Could you please actually pick it up and not just close the window? It was the same one as before.
The Empire is forever.
Man, all this Empire talk is making me real suspicious of everything. Imperial lynxes can be awfully stubborn. Sparks here won't let anyone but me ride him. When he's in a foul mood, I might have to walk the final mile to finish the delivery. But when he gets going, there's nothing faster than Sparks besides an airship. And there's no one I'd rather have watching my back on the road.
The Empire's light will banish the darkness.
They are all so aggressive. Like, chill. Oh, up there. I was confused. Find Anduin and Illyria.
What have you learned?
Illyria and Anduin are standing on the wall looking at Beledar, the crystal in the sky.
I do not miss. I wish you had heeded my warning and stayed in Dornegal. She is here, Anduin. The Arathi are in danger. We are in danger.
I needed to see if there were really descendants of the Arathi down here. I'm the King of Stormwind. So many human kingdoms have fallen. I needed to know if there were others.
It was still a foolish risk.
You're not the only one grappling with the voices in their head.
What have you been hearing?
Beledar, the Emperor's vision. That prophecy that drew them here. It's the radiant song I'm hearing.
You have been hearing the star?
Yes. No, not really. When I saw Beledar for the first time, I had the vision again. It's related somehow. I wish Khadgar were here. He'd know what it all meant. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
No. You're right. I wish he was here as well. We'll have to find our own answers.
I've gotten a look at the crystals and their key flames. It's not azurite, but it's close enough that I think they're connected.
Then you've realized when Beledar shifted for the first time.
Their day of darkness. The same day Sargeras plunged that sword into Azeroth. I knew it!
I knew there was a connection. Like, if we're gonna be fully honest, sure, we know that the maps aren't geographically completely accurate. Because, like, Pandaria is bigger, Zandalar, Broken Isles, Kulturis, and the Dragon Isles are way smaller in actuality. All of them, like, way smaller. While Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdoms are way larger, and Northrend, I guess, as well. But, like, it's close enough for a sword that size. Like, so the Day of Darkness is connected to Sargeras starving the world, at least. Was it the same day that we sacrificed our artifact's powers? Did xal'atath's power being sacrificed into the sword do something? It's not the sword, but like... It is, however, definitely a 3D object in the sky. I'm gonna get fatigued in a moment. Or not? Nope, there we go. You can see some, like, markings on it. Oh shit! What? I got freaking Icarus. I got Icarus. What the hell? They knew we would try that. I thought I activated something that I wasn't supposed to activate. Like, oops, it's supposed to be a cutscene here and you activated it too soon or something. That would be so funny actually if I accidentally skipped the story. I love how all the plans are literally directed towards or another bismuth. Easy mind bismuth! Ah! It's not bismuth, it's aquarite. What am I talking about? I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Uh-oh. I got actually yeeted this time. Not the first time, but Jesus Christ! Oh, it's a tent.
Meet
Oh.
Auralia, our quartermaster. I'm also proud to call her my daughter.
Yo!
Sacred flame guide your way, friend.
Let's go. So, is there a Mr. Steelstrike?
Always be prepared.
Every time we rotate our reserves through, I make sure to learn their names. Many of them won't be coming back. The least I can do is remember them. Why is your daughter the quartermaster? You suspect nepotism? Understandable. You haven't been here for long. My daughter is, without a doubt, the backbone of the Arathi army. I'll lead it, but she ensures it actually runs. She has a gift of organization that we desperately need. I have tried to rotate her onto the front lines as part of our reserves rotation, as is only fair. I was overruled by the priory every time.
The day of darkness changed
Anything I
everything.
can help.
The
Well,
darkness
actually,
comes. We are prepared.
Jones just reads through the propaganda you brought her. I need to know more about this xal'atath.
Our holy mission takes a toll.
Level up! Spar Day.
We must rely on outsiders to save the Arathi.
Your skills in combat are impressive, Kurban. We are rotating our next round of reserves into the active duty, and they need to sharpen their skills. While Illyria fills me in on xal'atath, would appreciate it if you could help with their training.
We are surrounded. Auralia, send a runner to Farron's new elf friend. We need to talk. Farron tells me your friend wields the void.
Oh,
I'm either going to regret meeting her or thank the flame.
so we're all just gonna... Farron completely ignored... Huh. No, I kinda don't like that Farron's just like, oh, you with the void? Fine, great. I trust you. Because you're with those two. Like, especially with this background history? No. Like, if it would be, like, outside, if it would be, like, Alliance Horde and people that we party with along the entirety of the time, like, even the dragons, I would be like, you know what? Fair. They can see it that way. But Farron just being like, oh, by the way, she wields a void. But being completely fine with it and not being like, you could be an enemy or I don't trust you, at the very least, is very weird. Like, that just doesn't make sense.
Feel the warmth of the sacred flame.
It is an honor to serve the Arathi people. Your general asked me to spar with you.
Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
I'm blessed by Beladar. I won't be beaten. I yield. Light of the flame, you don't pull your punches. Must always be prepared for an ambush. Okay, come on. That's not part of the rules or anything, so... Be always prepared that there's more aces up someone's sleeves.
I need to target something first.
I can see why the general wants us to spar. Thank you. Well played. Oh, that was instructional. I actually... Whoa.
The Harbinger is from the Black Empire? Flames. One of the old gods?
No, something else. A survivor from the depths of time.
So how did you come to learn that? And why didn't you fill us in?
I search each day for a winning strategy. The Day of Darkness changed everything.
Thank you. What they learned from you will no doubt save their lives later. Legion is 1 year BFA, 1 year... Yeah, Legion is like 7-8 years ago.
We must rely on outsiders to save the Arathi.
Stay one, listen.
We lose so many. Walk with me for a bit, outsider. I assume Farron has told you of how we came to this strange land. The Emperor's vision. A prophecy of light, battle, and victory. For the Arathi and the Sacred Flame. I was newly raised to my position. Being entrusted to seek out an Imperial prophecy was a great honor. Our armada braved the storming sea and its impassable tempest. I thought that final storm was sure to scuttle every airship. Instead, there was a radiant flash. The Emperor's vision, exactly as he had foreseen. The light transported us beneath the surface of Azeroth. But still under the light of this star we named Beladar. So many died as the Armada crashed into the cliffs. We thought the eternal flame of Erethdor snuffed out that day. Then, as we labored to rescue this stowaway child, Farron, we discovered that she had preserved embers of the flame, at risk to her own life.
Oh.
Brave fool. Yet I'm eternally grateful that she held on to that symbol of hope. Don't tell her I said that. Years later, there was a great rumble. We thought the cavern was going to collapse. It was the Day of Darkness, the first time Beladar shifted to shadow. We had put down roots by then. My soldiers left to make homes for themselves. They started families. Flames, help me. There are children now. I've had too many years of defending against the monsters that go bump in the night. Great Chiron and their lamplighters guided us through the darkness. But like Farron, they mistake saving for safeguarding. My people are brave and strong, but they are not all flame-blessed heroes. I know exactly how many soldiers we lose to the dark. If we play it safe, we might survive long enough for me to put my grandchildren on the front line. I welcome you, outsider. I hope your people's arrival and the Earthen's reunification means better days for Merildar. But I fear we have just made ourselves a bigger target for the dark.
Okay, let me ponder that for a moment. They started families. Okay. I'm eternally grateful that she held on to that symbol of hope. Don't tell her I said that. Years later, there was a great rumble. Years later... Years later sounds like not that many. Like not hundreds. Like years later there was a great rumble, the Day of Darkness. So it was a few years before Legion. But they're still speaking about the Empire. The Empire's long gone. Before the birth of Anduin. Before the birth of Varian. Unless my those informations are outdated and not true, or they still call it the Empire even though it hasn't been an empire for ages. But like Farron, they mistake saving for safeguarding. Okay, so yeah, there's a bit of a... That explains her character a bit better, but it's also like...
I pray for the flame.
I mean,
to
it
show us
depends
the way.
if years later is just a way too vague statement just for the sake of having a vague statement. Yeah, because they wouldn't bring children with, because that child like Farron was a stowaway. Melda's light.
The darkness comes.
I still
We
need
are prepared.
I still need more time with Illyria to learn about xal'atath. What I have learned is very worrying. Farron sent word that she was going to the orphanage and asked you to meet her there. She often entertains the children while she is in Meldar. I don't doubt she would appreciate you doing the same. I don't doubt she would appreciate you doing the same. Playing with 3 Arthi orphans.
Our holy mission takes... Farron's at the orphanage. She was the first child to call it home. She visits whenever she can.
Makes sense. And obviously I'm gonna help out some kiddos. Be there for them and make them happy. Obviously I'm gonna make orphans' day a bit happier. Like, what question is that? Children's Week is one of my favorite WoW holidays, even though it hasn't seen any love or update for a couple of years. Tag. You can't tag me. You weren't in the first you weren't tagged in the first place.
Are you from above?
We're playing hide and seek. One of us is hiding, and you need to find them. Do you want to play?
Only play when it's day, because at night, monsters fight.
Oh, that is a good rhyme. Siegfried Siege Par. Man, those wordings, like those writing styles are... Ugh. No. Cold. Warmer.
What are you?
Okay, boy, you're sitting in the open. How in the world do you call that hiding? Wow, you're pretty good at hide and seek. Or did you actually use stealth as a child? Keth turns from his game and mimics striking with an invisible weapon. And then, bam, Stormbreaker crushes you with a swing of his mighty axe. Take that, monster.
Have you seen any spooky stuff?
We are having a discussion, discussing a talk about if Nerubians or Carbos are scariest. What do you think? I have arachnophobia, so I would say Nerubians. However, you can talk to Nerubians and Cobos. I don't know. Yeah, Nerubians.
Know what to do during curfew?
Of course it's Nerubians. Anything with more than 6 legs is creepy. Most Nerubian only have 6 legs, though.
We owe our service to those in need.
Welcome to our orphanage. When we arrived, I was the only child they founded. The only child. They founded this for me. I'm not quite sure how Siegfried put up with me. I was quite rambunctious. Secret, you're not a half-elf though, right? No, you are. Man! Can you give me one human and say he has not been born yet when we sailed over, or he was born as we sailed over? He was on the ship as we sailed over, because just putting half-elves as all those characters that you can time it with makes my lore brain scream, and god damn it, you could be 20, you could be 200, I don't know. Absolutely, I love the fact that there's half-elves and humans being able to have half-elven ears, but god damn, I wanna have an exact number of years for how long Hallowfall existed. Sorry. I love coming here when I'm in town. Despite everything, the kids are so bright and happy. They're our future, and we fight for them.
We carry the flame into the unknown.
I love coming here whenever I visit Meldar. The kids always bring a smile to my face, and I hope I do to them as well. After everything they have been through, they deserve happiness.
That's the warning bells of the main gate.
Children, inside!
A lamplighter brings hope. Despite
The
everything,
bell tolls.
the Orathi find joy.
Those bells mean Mereldar's under attack. Let's get to the gates and find out what is going on.
If you are lost in darkness, Mereldar's under attack! Children, stay inside.
Like, I wouldn't mind if the excuse, in quotation marks, is literal just time travel happened. Like, the light made a portal through space and time, not just teleportation. Would be...
The Cobus strike our veneration grounds during Beladar's light. How?
Look, General. Darkfire. This is Auric's doing.
My arrows strike
I can
true.
feel void emanations from ahead, powerful ones. This can only be xal'atath's work. Be ready.
I do not miss.
After what the Cobus did at the beach, Groupon, we need to save anyone we can. We can't let them take more Arathi.
Who's calling for help?
Ulrich is behind this. I know it. I can feel it. Whatever his plan is, we need to stop it.
Don't give in to fear.
We will make them pay for this. We will hit them so hard they never come back.
In my heart, there is fire.
We must prepare for Beladar to shift.
Light of the flame, the Cobus have never attacked in such numbers before. We need to push them back, and we need to stop whatever it is they are doing to the eternal flame. Oh, that's the eternal flame. Well, that's bad.
To the darkness.
By the way, why is it so far outside of the city? Like, why is it so far unprotected, everything like that, if it's so... Anyway. We need to take the veneration grounds back from the Cobus. Push them back to... and pave a bloody path through them. We need to stop whatever is happening at the eternal flame. If they manage to corrupt it like they did at the tower, I don't even want to imagine what will happen.
Our holy mission takes a toll.
I can sense 3 beacons of void ahead, all funneling the power into one massive font of darkness. You will need to kill them. With them dead, I can bring down the shield.
She cannot hide from me.
Arathi, push back the Cobus. Make them regret ever stepping onto our hallowed lands.
Attack! Oh, let them go. Oh. That looked weird from afar. Okay. And we have here the ragey fish people. Yeah. That's just all of them fighting this one... Okay, these 2 dudes. That is a bit overkill, guys. Like, I think your forces would be better spent if you would spread out or something. And not just all focus on 2. I mean, that assures that you do eventually win, I guess, but my gosh. There we go, that's more like it. Huh. I love that this is the armor you have. Okay, can I please cast the correct spell? Why didn't you... I swear. Casting all my charges of eruption and that's the amount of health I have taken from him? That's insane.
The Harbinger manipulates the Kobus through their hunger, and the Arathi through their fear.
Ah. AKA, this is all planned. Did I really not activate? I'm suffering from some lag. There's no other way to explain this when I click an ability and it doesn't proc if it's an instant cast.
Yes, yes! Night falls! Renalash begins!
Renalash what? Oh no. Yeah, I mean, now they just get a boot. Oh, that is fucked up. That is like strategic actually good. Like that's like you start the fight when you're weak.
Darkness!
Like you start the fight when you're kind of weak, but you know the strong surge will come. In order to have a boost during the fight when you have a surge.
I require a target.
Oh, interesting.
Join me in the shadows. Bring the Harbinger joy.
Alric's ritual is the source of this darkness. We need to break through this barrier.
Oh no.
He draws strength from the darkness. So
Too
do
far
I.
away.
What do you mean interrupted? What do you mean interrupted? What interrupted that cast?
Darkness.
Ooh. That was a good one. Just strength from the darkness, so do I. Rage Fin Executioner Darkness. Okay, source of this darkness. We need to break through the barrier. I am still confused why you guys are just completely okay with Illyria using the void like that.
Expected.
We've lost the eternal flame, the light of the Empire. We've lost everything.
The day of darkness.
Now we just need to deal with a shield.
I am on the hunt.
Excellent. Now to break through the shield.
I will not fail again.
We've lost the eternal flame.
Caution is warranted.
Beladar has turned to shadow. We must retreat back to Merildar. Valesia looks towards Elric Lade. So that's your first name? No. We need to destroy Elric first. Take him down. Then we retreat.
We must rely on outsiders to save the Arathi.
This odious man, he reminds me of Darkan Drathia. Just hope he stays dead. Darkan Drathia, yep, that is problem is, how do you know of him? I mean, probably you learned, like, afterwards, but you were literally not around during his entire story arc and betrayal and everything. You were not around during his life and death. Oh well.
Alric thinks the shadows will save him. He should see what true power looks like.
Uh-oh. Don't do anything stupid. What?
I require a target.
For the kill!
There he is. Let's do some dragon power.
Just spoke of you.
Oh, she knows of me. Nice. You want an autograph? Too bad for you, Grubon has not learned how to write.
She has taken an interest in you.
Damn, she's like billion years older than me. That's kind of creepy. I mean, I know that's her whole deal. Come on. Where are you? There you are.
Harbinger, do not forsake me!
Oh. Oh. I was about to say a snippet comment, but then you, like, glowed. Oh, they're fighting fish people. Okay. I was... Ah, come on!
How could any Arathi be in league with such monsters? The sacred flame is lost. Fall back!
No. We cannot keep retreating from the darkness. Our fear has overshadowed our faith. Belladar may have guided us, but it is not what will save us. Stand with me against the shadow. Show this Harbinger the true strength of the Arathi.
And if you fall against the darkness, what will we do then?
It's what we always say, General. The light will return. Even if someone else carries the torch. We are the seekers of light. We are the holders of hope. In the very heart of shadow. Together, we guide the way.
You didn't even cast anything. So basically, go, she's been right all along. Chosen one, I don't know. Like, if you... Them just standing there and being like, yeah, sure, let's just stand here and not lose hope. Igniting the light like that. That is very chosen one for no reason vibe, and at least, like, I don't know, cast light and have Anduin, like, hold your hand while casting, have like a mirror of that over there. Or like you, maybe even you are like, no, how could this be? And Anduin holds your hand like, you told me I believe in you. Would have been better. And not just like her giving a little speech and being like, this is, don't worry, light will return. Oh, wouldn't you know it? It just came back without really doing anything about it.
I must ensure my people's survival.
That's weird. That's a bit off. No, not just a bit. That's very off. May the light bless Farron. I thought the eternal flame was lost. I thought this was the end of hope and the death of our people. Yeah, well, apparently you, that just makes you look like you had all reason to be like, it's converted by void. You don't, like, sure you have the guy in the sky, but like the flames were always like weird, and like the Farron having to do all that stuff, like, there was a whole mission involved, and now she just needs to stand here, and for no reason it changes back. That is weird. That is weird.
The darkness comes. We are prepared.
Is it gonna turn back now? Yeah, it should be. Oh, there we go. Our veneration grounds have been desecrated, its beauty marred. It's going to take bigger effort, but I would appreciate anything you can do to clean up our grounds.
We are surrounded by dangers.
We owe our service to those
By
in
the flame,
need.
that was close. I'm glad it worked. I mean, of course it worked. I knew it would. Don't tell General I said that. Yeah, no, this could have been written better. This part could have really been just written better.
We carry the flame into the unknown.
That was too close. This attack took a toll on all of us. It didn't on you. You did shit all. You just stood there and had a speech, basically. Wasn't your moment to shine, that's fine, but like, damn. This attack, we have many injured and many shaken. Can you check in with the people, see how they're doing?
Despite everything, the Arathi find joy. A beacon in the dark.
The shadow always tries to corrupt. It only works on the weak-willed.
They will not escape.
Yeah, but it was literally not even her willpower that did this. It literally just happened because... Hi, it's me, azj'kahet, from the future. I've watched some other streamers and YouTubers react to this moment and, like, their reaction to Farron. A pretty, like, sadly, I understand the majority of takes that are not completely out of the blue stupid takes, but, like, her writing is not the best. She is a extremely one-dimensional, always right, has always been right, and by pure chance does always the right thing character. And sure, she's supposed to stand for hope, unwavering hope and willpower, which you could have portrayed better, Blizzard. You really could portray better. And it's... the writing is not really showing that. It's more showing a, oh, I know I'm always right kind of character, not the, we can't lose hope kind of character, even though it could have been portrayed better, because it was very confusing to me. But yeah, this moment with the flame, most and foremost, many people reacted like, excuse me? How? What just happened? Did it just turn back by pure chance and we all got lucky? Apparently, according to Lore Lord Novel 87, and some other people in his chat, it was supposed to be that their hope through her speech got reinvigorated, and that caused the flame to shift. All the people being back in their hopeful state caused the shift in the flame, which was not represented at all. It looked like it by chance changed. And while I know to the outside eye it might look like that in a realistic setting, when you still tell a story, you need to pull attention to that. Even if the characters themselves are not aware of it, you, the reader of the story, or the experiencer of the story, have to be made aware somehow that is what it's supposed to mean, if it's this unclear. And it doesn't change that Farron is... There's some parts I really like about Farron as a character. However, I think the rest is just portrayed really weirdly and really Mary Sue-ish in a way, which is really off-putting and I really don't like. Like in some cutscenes, I really like her interactions with Anduin, even though the one where we were in the cave was a bit very one-sided and, oh, I know so much better than you, while even if she lost an arm and an eye with the ship crash, which I finally figured out, there's a world apart from understanding what Anduin went through. So, that's ouch. Like, if she was mind controlled to hurt her own friends, then we can talk. But it's basically comparing apples and oranges, and it feels very insensitive of her to gloss over his trauma like that, in my personal opinion. Anyway, it's still a nice character. I still want to see more of her. I still want to like see where this goes. I would love if we actually get a part where her belief is challenged, or she is like, what, you're allying with the spiders? How could you? Like some sort of like giving the character more depth, more dimension, some sort of struggle, either between us and the character, or the character with themselves, or something like that, because so far, for being all about growing above being just, quote-unquote, just that, it just doesn't work if the character doesn't do that. Oh well. That all being said, let's continue.
Be strong, my Valeria. What happened?
For years I've held back the void within me, worried I'd hurt my loved ones. When Dalaran fell, I didn't draw on my power, and someone dear to me paid the price. Like Alric, xal'atath thinks herself safe behind layers of shadow. She isn't. Not when I can turn their own power against her. I will do all it takes to end her threat for good.
Oaks drove a wedge through the heart of the Arathi people. We will root out his followers, his cult. We will burn it to the ground. Burn out the bad! Burn out the bad! Why are those guys just standing there? That doesn't seem like what's supposed to happen. I will undo everything he has done.
Our holy mission. When I saw the depths of Alric's betrayal, I lost hope. I retreated. Flames! The Cobus would have taken Mereldar.
Did you though? You fought with us all the way here. You didn't retreat at all.
We must prepare for Beledar to shift.
I will always try.
By the light. That was incredible. I've never seen anything like it. The closest was Kalia's resurrection, but that? So many people, one purpose, one unity, one hope. Disagree. How are you doing?
What Farron said, it got me thinking. Perhaps I've been wrong about what the light wants from me.
You should have seen it. We took so many Cobus down. Sure, we took a few flesh wounds, but the flame preserved us and let us carve a bloody sway through them. The only good Cobus is dead, Cobus. Well done, surviving.
May the shadows pass you by.
Ha! You just have to kill them before they kill you. We'll head to the Eternal Flame. Meet you at the next fight, eh?
We are the Seekers of Light.
Flames. They were raising our dead. I had to kill my sister after watching her get cut down by those monsters. Since awful, I'm so sorry.
Stay alert.
We do what we have to. We always do what we have to survive. We'll head to the Eternal Flame, the Arathi endure. We got dinged up pretty bad by the Cobus. Lost a few friends. Killed lots of Cobus though, so there's positive. Sorry you lost your friends.
When the star shifts, seek shelter.
Nothing that hasn't happened before. Nothing that won't happen again. Thanks for checking on us. We'll meet you at the Eternal Flame. The veneration grounds have been despoiled, ruined. Where do we go from here? If they can't strike at our most sacred places, how long before they come for the rest of us? You're alive, that's a start. The Arthia survived us. You'll pull through this.
Stay productive in the light, vigilant in the night.
You're right, we've survived worse, and we will again. Come on, troops, throw your frames.
It's for all of us.
The flame that was close. Broken through to Merildar. Who knows what would have happened? You fought to keep those you love safe.
Stay alert.
Yes. We are the Empire's might. We are the wall. We'll head to the Eternal Flame. Troops, move out.
Arathi, friends, the flame blesses us with victory. Your courage against the dark has saved the day.
We are a light in the darkness.
By the flame that was close. Okay.
In my heart, there is fire.
Who is calling for help?
She cannot hide from me.
We lose so many
Thank
to
you.
the darkness.
Thank you. It may not have seemed like much, but this is one of our most sacred places. Remember our dead here. We have a lot to remember.
We are surrounded by dangers. The day of darkness
The Arathi
changed
spirit
everything.
can never be broken.
The darkness comes.
General, the Nerubians. They've opened a new front at Light's Redoubt.
Well, that's bad.
This land was not what we expected.
Just before the Cobus attacked, we received word of a disturbance near Livia's patients. Now we know the cause. We, Light. We can't survive fighting on two fronts. We have to stop this, now. Isn't this one over? Like, isn't it just the front
We
shifting?
must rely on flames. Harathi, mount up! Light's Redoubt calls for help. We bring hope into the darkness.
And is this now the lead to the rest? Well, fighting, I can't continue. I can't be in the fight.
Livia's patience is overrun. We must buy the villagers time before the reckoning can launch. We keep the Dawn Towers lit.
I guess two fronts because the Nerubians didn't stop attacking. They just, like, that fight has been still going, kind of. We have to stop this, Gruban. Flames, we cannot survive if this is not stopped. At least here we can use the power of our airships. The Reckoning's guns will turn this tide. We just need the time to get ready.
Caution
The final
is
front.
warranted.
Flames. They tunneled up through the lake bed. Trapped us
The darkness
strong.
comes.
We need
We
time
are prepared.
to get the Reckoning ready. Take your friends and hold back the Nerubians for as long as you can. They deserve nothing but death for what they have done to our people.
We lose so many to the darkness.
So many people. By the flame, I was here only a few days ago. We have to help them.
A beacon in the dark.
We have to try to save any of our people left alive in Livia's patience. Every Arathi is or was a member of the military. If you can help them, they'll be able to help themselves. Is or was. Every Arathi is or was. That indicates that there's at maximum one generation.
Despite everything,
Stalwarts! We are the wall today! Together we will stand against the darkness!
we need to evacuate the villages before the Reckoning's bombardment.
I thought that's already Nerubian area. Kind of looks like it from out here. Like, okay, let's be honest. How are you this deep into... Like, how is this not something the Nerubians use more often, more frequent, or at all? How is this not more guarded? Especially if you have constant fights with the Nerubians. Like, what? Ha! This is not the day I thought I was going to have this morning. If I can just get my armor on, I can fight my way out. I'll buy you time.
Find joy in the flames.
They come so fast, I only had time to get my sword.
We burn brightly together.
Is he also half-elf? He is. So we don't have a single actual human here, is what you're telling me. I don't know how the Empire of Arathi was population-wise, but why do I get the feeling that the Emperor expelled all half-elves away? Why do I have the weird feeling of like the human empire being like, we have our own empire now, all these halflings. I guess these guys don't. But why are you so tiny? Honestly, how am I taller? Ah, this is not... Okay, anyway, I'll
If the shadows find you, call.
Just need a moment. Intent shadow. Excuse me? Okay, come on. How did that go down so fast? Flame, bless you outside, I can't fend for myself now. He looks sad. What? Look at his eyes. The dim lights of the shadows' eyes pierce your soul. What are you? Was this, what are you? Huh? Oh! Oh, that's weird and creepy. Oh, that is so, creepy.
Everyone is evacuated. The Nerubians are massing for another assault. Fall back!
Okay, we will do. Let me just, Oh, up there.
Quickly! Before the Nerubians overwhelm us!
Sorry, I'm gonna wait. Fuck it.
My faith kindles my hope.
Running on those.
Be strong, my
Thank you,
friend.
Groupon. Between myself, Valeria, Anduin, and you, I think we managed to save quite a few. The Nerubians abducted so many. The rest we need to help them.
If you are lost in darkness,
sprung.
we are here to help.
Good job. I'm surprised the Nerubians aren't fleeing already.
We carry the flame
Rise
into
of
the unknown.
Reckoning. Wrecking is ready. Let's make these spiders pay. Blood for blood.
Don't give in to fear.
Ooh, what's in?
We have to get out of here, now!
Where's Anduin?
No! Don't do a copy of your father! Don't copy your father! Do not! I forbid you to copy your father! No!
Will return.
Even if someone else carries the torch.
Antoine, don't you dare!